Oh, wrong way. All right. Make sure I can hear myself. Wrong way. All right. I can hear myself. Top messages. Who wants top messages? Give me all messages. Jerks. Jerks. Jerk face jerks. This one I'm not deleting, so I need to watch my mouth. Watch my mouth. Oh, this tripod is awkward. Ooh. I don't have any He-Man shirts, so I mean, it's Masters of the Universe. I like Battle Cat. I got a lot of Battle Cat shirts. What time is it? Time is at 4:58. 4:58. I will give people a few minutes to collect themselves. Especially since the only since the one watcher that I have, I'm pretty sure is my iPad. So I'm my own audience right now. Scratching the outside of the nostril. I don't know how loud that is on mic, so. Whew. Itchy, itchy, ecky, 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 patang, zoom, boing. It's what I do. It's what I do to uncooperative water behind. It wasn't uncooperative. 4:59. All right. If the music's too loud or not. I got no one but myself on, so. Whew. 4:59. 4:59. What are you looking at? 5 o'clock. Yellow. Tenime here. I love prepaid toys. I love prepaid toys. I'm broke. After paying what bills I could for my part-time job, my bank account, no joke, has $6.66 in there, and I did not try that. Wouldn't happen if I did try, so that was absolutely by chance. But I didn't buy these. Past Tenime bought these. Thank you, Past Tenime. That guy had money. Not a lot. He couldn't make it rain. He made it hail when you throw change. As I showed anyone watching this not live, today's shirt is a little Battle Cat, like college shirt. Masters of the University. Figured He-Man, you know, we got a barbarian. The tripod's in the way. We got a medieval Wolfman. Past Tenime backed this Kickstarter. In fact, I got the thank you for backing this Kickstarter in February of 2023, but they didn't take Past Tenime's money. It was mine. They didn't take the money until April 1st. And then I got I forgot to look this up. The Lemurian Guard. I don't think it's called the Lemurian Guard, but I backed the Lemurian Guard, I backed the Jaeger, and I backed the Purple Cthulhu dude from Wave 3. Oh, I also backed the I didn't back, like, they already had these pre-made, so the like Cthulhu like decoder coin that came within like a couple weeks of them taking the money, so I got this in spring of 2023. And then Jaeger just showed up, dummy. The Royal Guard didn't show up until probably about a year later, probably spring 2024. And then in July of 2024, they're like, hey, we're which, I mean, they did this for Wave 1, but I wasn't really at the time, because you'll see in comparisons that I actually re-got after they were already out and in stock. I did get some other Wave 1 Lemurians, lizard men, but at the time, basically what they did was like a little while later in 2023, they were like, hey, if you didn't back the campaign, because the Kickstarter ended March 31st or 30th, 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. So March 31st. I'm just playing with the spinning it. Stop saying See, I feel like is better than just sitting here in silence, staring off into space while I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Like, but, so, but, for my How I Met Your Mother fans out there. So, yeah, so Decoder Coin came spring 2023. What I was trying to say is, after the Kickstarter ended in spring 2023, I want to say maybe summer, they were like, hey, if you didn't back the Kickstarter, but you still want something from Wave 1, we're going to put up a limited pre-order. And so people could do that. I didn't. But I did, as I said earlier, because I now have someone watching. I did later on get in stock Lemurians, lizard men. But not when they put up the non-Kickstarter pre-order. So fast forward a year, spring 2024, my Royal Guard shows up. I put it off to the side going, I'm going to do a video for this, and I never did a video for it. He is in my video for the other 3 lizard guys that I did get. I did do a live stream February, a couple months ago. It's on my... Watch it later. Don't watch now. I'm live. But last June or July, they were like, hey, we're doing the same thing. So if you didn't back the Kickstarter, or if you didn't get any of these other figures in the Kickstarter, like I said, I got the Jaeger, you can now pre-order them now. So past TENIME, who had money, pre-ordered the Frazetta Warrior with ball and chain in the end of July of 2024. And then I lost my full-time job at the end of August 2024. So yay. But these were already paid for. I didn't have to pay for these recently. It's a long way to go just to go cover my butt of how are you getting new toys? I thought you were broke. I am broke. Oh, so that's what the GoFundMe's going toward. No, the GoFundMe's going towards bills. I didn't want to mention the GFM in a live stream because I couldn't edit it out later and whatever. So today we are taking a look at the Savage Crucible Wave 2 Kickstarter Jaeger and pre-order Warrior with ball and chain. However, I swear in the Kickstarter and sorry, I was half burping, half thinking. I swear that it was officially listed as Frazetta Warrior with ball and chain, and this is the Frank Frazetta painting that the figure is based on, which they could not legally use this painting if it was like a bootleg. So, let's see what it says down there. Licensed from Frazetta Junior Enterprises. So yeah, so it's weird that it doesn't say Frazetta Warrior, but maybe just that's how it was described, and that calling it Frazetta Warrior, I don't know, was weird, but it is the warrior with ball and chain from this Frank Frazetta painting. So, scoot forward a bit. Do we want the ring light? Maybe. I know it's going to, at least for the packaging, it's going to do that. But, so looking at the boxes, so this is definitely different. Do I have any of my Wave 1 boxes? Actually, you know what? Hang on. I didn't keep any of the Wave 1 boxes, but because the artwork looked so cool, I did. Well, okay, the artwork looks so cool. Plus, each figure comes with like a little bio on the inside flap. So I did cut off the front flaps of all of my Wave 1 lizard guys, and then I also kept the insert map. So I don't know if the same map is in here, but at least this gives you a good comparison, because obviously if I were editing this, I could just put a picture up of the Wave 1. But so that's Wave 1. Wave 1 was lizard guys. Wave 2 was kind of humans, even though this is a wolfman. But he's human. So, and then Wave 3 are the fish people. So that's why my purple Cthulhu won't be here until I don't know when. Maybe the beginning of next summer. Just trying to remember when I got the Lemurian Royal Guard, and then obviously, like I said, this showed up like a week ago, and then that just showed up this afternoon. So, but I'll cut this flap off. I'm definitely cutting that flap off because I don't own a physical version of that Frazetta painting. And man, you put that in a frame, and like, especially if the frame covers up the little copyright info, that'd look awesome on the wall. So yeah, so Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3 to be continued, but I'll do a video if people are interested. On the side, we have the little wax symbol. We got more awesome artwork. Is it the same? It is the same artwork from the crest. I'll give you a closer look. Some cool horned helmets, some eyeballs, some skulls, spikes. You got that barbarian fur, some swords and chains, Savage Crucible logo. So that is the same art. His name is Jaeger. I don't drink. I never really drank before. I can't physically drink anymore, but when I could, I didn't really drink much. I'm almost 43 years old and I've never been drunk. But when I would have one or two, like small drinks, I'd have the redheaded promiscuous lady shots, which is Jaeger and cranberry juice. So that's why I'm assuming that this is pronounced Jaeger. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Jaeger. in the Savage Crucible world, but so there's their logo, warning, choking, small parts, not for children under 14, Savage Crucible logo with more of the same art. We get this, I think it's the choice of font, because just something about the back of these boxes doesn't fit the rest of the aesthetic. Like, this looks awesome, and this looks awesome, and that looks awesome, and sure, that looks standard, that looks awesome, and you know, the inside looks awesome, and the figure is great, and you got the map back there. Oh, it's a different map too. Sweet, definitely keeping that. But then it's like, you get back here, you have a planet with a lot of star field, which makes you think sci-fi, and then, is this Arial bold? It just, I don't know, man. Just, it didn't fit on the Royal Guard. It didn't fit on the other 3 lizard guys, and it ain't fitting here. So the Frazetta box, Warrior with ball and chain, Savage Crucible, the Frazetta art. There. See that works. Like that's in, it's their font too. So it's like, it's the Savage Crucible font. So like, this looks like a medieval action figure line. This looks like a bootleg sci-fi. I don't know, man. Also, blue's my favorite color, so I love the blue wax seal up at the top. So there's only one wax seal on. So yeah, so and then they are different. Okay. I didn't keep any sides from my lizards, so I don't know. I don't remember what if they're wax seal. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a different wax seal than this, and definitely different than that. But I can't put it up on screen to show you. But there's the back. If you want to read it, you can pause it. Well, I don't know if you can pause live, but if you want to read it, you can pause it. And you'll look inside the flap as before. A nice Frazetta logo. Again, cool font. So it's like, there's the Warrior. We're going to open up the Jaeger first because that I kickstarted and it arrived first. So to not leave you completely in silence with a blank screen, flip you around to pop this open. I'm definitely going to keep the map. I'll show it in front too, so because I know it's backwards now. I tried fixing it, but and then obviously, you know, when I'm not streaming live, I'll cut the tops and bottoms off, and I'll do that center fold so it folds like a map. But, okay, then we have our little special surprise gift. It's one of the trading card game cards. And then we've got the figure in the bubble. We got a desiccant packet, if anyone's hungry. Don't eat those. Why would you eat that? The bald man on YouTube told me to, Mommy. I'm going to end up in a wavy web surf video. So I don't. This isn't an old iPad review. So it's, you know, oh, let me look and put my hand back here so it focuses. No, well, we'll do it with the good camera. So it's just I want to. Any ties? Okay, so we got these things. These thingies. I will put them in the box. We had one around the waist. And that was it. Okay. The front is covered with like this like cellophane. So sometimes there's like a plastic tray over it, but yeah, it's just peel it. Lose the crossbow. That went under the table, man. That's why we can't have nice things. Oh, God. And I know I'm already dreading the pain my fingers are going to go through. My fingers hurt after doing those lizards. Is that a down hood? That is a down hood. I thought it was a coiled whip at first. You got a knife. Popped out, but I caught it. Hopefully I don't have to heat anything up. It's hot enough outside. Hopefully my fan is not blowing against the microphone because I ain't turning it off. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So we have some horizontal hinge grip hands, which you know I'm not a fan of. We have some horizontal hinge, like, posing hands. Check the tray. Make sure there's nothing. Whoop. Secret special weapon. Almost threw out the secret special weapon. Okay, let's try that again. Nothing left in the bubble. Ooh. I'll show that on the other side. Hang on. I need to crawl under the table anyway to get the crossbow. In fact, I will let you read into the history of him that I needed to read into anyways, but it'll be old hat for you when I read it out loud, but I gotta get on the floor, get the crossbow. Oh, everything hurts and I'm dying. Hi, Spawn. Ugh. I'm still have to get up and reach across to grab the comparison figures. But so, little is known of the bounty hunter called Jaeger. His price is high, his skill can match it. He cares not for size or cause, and will see any commission through the last. He keeps his own counsel and treads a solitary path through the cruel, grim landscape of the Crucible. Few have laid eyes on any shape other than his Therian beast form. Jaeger rarely assumes his human face anymore, except as a guise or a ruse. So yeah, so it's like a wolf man, but he apparently doesn't turn back into human. Warm all joints before posing. Look behind the map. We already did. It is the card. So let's open the card up. Maybe. It's so hard to do this. Like, I want to make sure it's in focus on camera, but then trying to look at stuff on the camera instead of over the tripod, which is what I'm trying now. So there is a card in here. So if you're cutting this open, be careful. Don't cut down to... Yeah, I'm stupid. A little notch. You take a little notch and you can just peel it at the little notch. But see, that didn't work. So I was right to slice. Ugh. And the microphone's on my hat, so I can't take my hat off. Hot. Very hot. Okay. The card is, I'm assuming, Jaeger, the Shadow Mark. Oh, okay. The Shadow Mark. Lizard folk. All right, well, My other cards are, come on. Ooh. It's like the other cards had different, oh, is this smaller too? Nope, same size, okay. This is the new one. So like, yeah. Hooded Core, Draconic Guard, Hooded Core, Primal Blades, Shadow Mark. So yeah, so Shadow Mark is the new card. The map. Northeastern Caraco. Lemuria. That's the other map I have. Sebrici Tribes. Vornian Republic. Vrent. Cowrie. Arnica Resurgent. The Ragnar. That's awesome. All right. Then we have our special little secret bonus extra weapon. Ooh, we get a glowy pink blade. I think I got a blue one with one of the lizard dudes, and actually I think he's holding it. Yeah, and this is just like a Ziploc bag. So Ziploc's the trademark. It's not called Zip. It's just like facial tissue isn't called Kleenex. That's the brand. Ziploc's the brand. So there's the cloak with the wire in the edges. I like the little tatteredness to it. I like the little, like the creases that are stitched in. And there's holes for plugging stuff through the cloak. He's got his hooded head. A little snarl there. Love the eye patch. That is part of the bag. Here's the crossbow I dropped. I didn't drop, well, it fell out of the tray. Nice little wolf head on the front. Trigger. Chunk. It has a sculpted in bolt. So you can't pretend it's empty. It's always going to be full. The hands. There's the clawed hands. Whoop, sorry. Bump the camera. It's usually because this is how I film. I mean, obviously I cut the sides off, but this is how I film for my edited reviews. But I can zoom in editing. I don't normally get this close to the camera physically. There's the horizontal grip hands, claws there, fur on the backs of the hands. There is his dagger. Kind of looks like Sting. If the handle weren't wrapped, if it was like a wooden handle. That was Bilbo / Frodo's Sting. There's the down hood for use with the unhooded head. And he's got a nice focus. Nice sword. Curved handle there, spike at the end. And then there is him. All his creepiness. I like how two different faces. So he's got a snarl with the hood, closed mouth without. Can that head come out of that? Nope, that's, I mean, maybe you could pry it out, but I mean, the way it's flat back there, it's not flat on this. So it's, you couldn't have this face unhooded or put the hood on this head. So, the bolts. are sculpted onto the strap, but that strap is plugged into a hole on the belt sash. Is it plugged or is it glued and I'm going to rip it? Now it's plugged. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. It's plugged. Just be careful. So these are kind of a softer material, so they shouldn't like snap, but I'd still take some care. We have the scabbard is on a similar, similar peg plugged into the belt. I don't have to tear the hole. That's what she said. Ow. Ow. This is a family show. So you see the these shoulder pads are on little posts. If I could get it centered in camera. Remember, I'm trying to look at it too. But it's more important to show you. I can look at it later, but I need to see it in order to tell you about it. So they're plugged into holes in the back. So far, all of the Savage Crucible figures that I have are like this. Ooh, those actually, that was really, really nice. Like, ooh, okay. They're adjusting tolerances because some of these are really, really difficult to plug into the lizards, and especially when their armor is spikier, it hurts. Trying to like apply force to something that's covered in spikes. So that was a nice smooth pop in and a nice butter pop out. So they have the same thing on the backs of their shoulders. I'm going to leave those on. But and so what's cool is like, because all of these like accoutrements have the pegs and then their belts and stuff have holes, is like you can mix and match between figures. So like, you know, if I wanted this wolf pouch on one of the lizard guys, I could do that. Pops out there. And good look there. We're going to swap back around. Let me back up. I test joints up close before that was good too. Yeah, they're like the biggest issue with the first wave Kickstarter stuff was the toe hinges were loose. And so a lot of like the figures couldn't really stand up. So they did rectify that by sending brand new feet to everybody. Go watch, when this is done, go watch my video on the lizard guys. I'll put a link in the description after this is uploaded. But like they sent brand new feet to everybody. So, and actually some of the guys I got after they were already in stock and everything, even just automatically came with the extra feet. So again, you can go watch that other video and you watch me swap the swap the feet on. So I'll show you the vertical hinge grip hands. Oh, he's got a good diaphragm. Not a whole lot of... Ooh, okay. Waist is good. Waist is good. Ooh. Come on. Ooh, there we go. Break it loose. Don't break it, but... if you're a collector, you know what I mean. It's a difference between the dried paint breaking loose and something actually breaking. So taking the hands off, I can't get his hip swivels to his hips are coming off the ball instead of this rotating. I'll have to heat that up later. While it's off the body, yeah, way better joints. Because again, watch the lizard one, and a lot of those joints are like scary tight. It which both physically hurt me because I'm delicate, and were just terrifying because I didn't want to break them. But these are, except for the stuck hip swivel. Come on, thank you. Are we gonna? No, okay. Well, it at least moves on the ball, but I can't show you the full range because there we go. Ooh, careful. That's a better ankle. His left ankle is a little loose. Okay. Flippy long stockings. So, grip hands, but horizontal hinges for sword and dagger wielding, even though most of it's off camera. Sorry. Push it back further. And I'm sorry, bump the camera. Being hesitant about talking too loudly when I'm this close to the tripod, because when I record my edited videos, I put the, you can't see. I clip the microphone onto the tripod. So it's like when I'm physically close to the camera, I'm physically closer to the microphone. So I have to watch my volume there, but microphone's on my hat, so it's there is no proximity. It's not going to change. So, ooh, all right. So he has a dumbbell on top of his neck. Actually, it's a stock head. His replacement, well, not replacement, but you know what I mean, his alternate. Ooh. Ooh, okay. There we go. It's cool. I don't know which look I want to go for yet. But we will put his hood on, his down hood, with the stock head, because that's obviously going to affect some back movement. But you can look up that far, and it's actually not centered. Sorry. It's actually not hitting the hood. See? It's wiggling free. So that's just how far up he looks regardless. And then you can look down, centered, sorry, that far. A little bit of tilt, 360 obviously. He has a hinge and pin, shoulder. This is rubbery, and like I said, it is plugged into the back of the shoulder, so if you want, you can pull those out. But the rubberiness will help you, will let you get it out of the way. Comes up that far. Is there a butterfly joint? Is that a butterfly joint? I can't tell. Oh, yep, it was just stuck. Huh. And if you pull too far, the butterfly is going to come out of the torso. So goes about that far forward. You don't get any back, so it's just it's a hinge right there, but you can get that far forward. And like I said, if you do force it, it'll pop out to give you a little bit extra, but it didn't come off the hinge, so it just, the clip came out of the torso. Just get it back in there. So it's got a bicep rotation, and then what's weird about these figures is because they have like the NECA double elbow, the bicep is actually kind of like a floaty piece. So it's like the elbow didn't move, but the bicep now did move. So it just looks a little weird like that. But you do have double bend, which only gives you, excuse me, only gives you about 90. And then it does rotate on the top and then on the bottom. So, jeez. Okay, so then I want it on the outside. There we go. Then you got a great, great diaphragm. Jesus God. There's a dumbbell in there. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it thanks to the ring light, but I don't know if it's coming in on camera. But yeah, so just the top joint, you get a little bit of tilt, and then there's the crunch, and then try not to move the bottom one. There's the back, and then there is a ball joint in the waist, so you do get a little bit of rotation, just the sculpt is going to get in the way. But then you get a little more tilt with that. So there's the bottom just by itself. And there's the bottom by itself. And then it'll crunch. You just got to make sure to get the sculpted belts underneath the sash. There's the forward with the bottom. And you do get a lot more. I'm trying not to use the top joint. Get a lot more back with the bottom, but then using both at once, all the way forward, all the way back. He's dodging bullets, Neo. You can bend over and touch his toes the hard way. I can't even do it the regular way. As I said, he has a ball in the hip. And then because this is a separate piece to the thigh, this should rotate within it, but they both are stuck. So I'm going to have to boil those once you guys are gone. But you do get a little wiggle on the ball. So, and it can come out about that far, and it can go forward. Not super far forward, though. Really get a whole lot of back. You got the same style knees, so it will rotate above the knee, and it will rotate below the knee, top of the boot, and then with the double joint, you can get at least past 90. And then I like these kinds of feet where you have a peg going up into the shin, so you do get just rotation. But then because you also have a forward-facing pin for rocker, it's just insane tilt. No one needs that much tilt in either direction. No toe joints. Comes forward that far, goes back that far. Like I said, this hinge is a little looser than this hinge. So, but let's outfit him. Put the cloak on. And then we'll put the hood on top of the cloak. And then, pop the head back on. And then, no and then. Vertical hinge hands. Let's do a style pose clawed hand. Maybe. Whew, that took some force to get in there. Okay. And then there is a single hole. So you got the double holes at the top for the big shoulder pads to go through. Maybe. Maybe I should have threaded them through on camera before I put the hood and head back on. But yeah, so you thread it through, and then there's the holes. And thankfully, they go in those holes so very nicely. That's what she said. Family show. Family show. Sorry about your kids. They ain't my kids. You got to control what they watch. This channel ain't monetized. I can do what I want. Whatever. I'll do what I want. And then the on-camera peg for the sheath through the hole in the cloak, and then through, come on, the hole in the belt. Ooh, come on, please. There we go. Okay, so let's get his awesome sword in there, and can put the bolts back on his front belt. Come on. Maybe. Hey, we're under an hour for one figure, so it's pretty good for me. Come on. The belt is very soft, so that's not the issue. It's just I'm trying not to hurt the hole. Where'd the hood go? Okay. Move that. There we go. And then plug this back in on his waist belt. Maybe not. Tweezers. So how you utilize tweezers like this is you slide it behind on either side, if they don't close, on either side of the hole. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Okay, it was going into the, of course now it won't. Now it's, let me get my nice tweezers out. Come on. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but I opened it up so the tweezers are on either side of the hole. So that way it gives me something hard to push against to get the peg in. Nope. Learn from my mistake. Don't take the belt pouch off. It is removable and you can put other things there, but don't take it off. Oh, okay, well that was easy. That was a lot easier when from the other angle. All right. Sword fell out of the sheath. Does he have a sheath for the dagger? He does not. Oh, that stinks. Oh. Wow, I'm stupid. Holy cow. It is sculpted into his boot. His left boot. All right. His arms down. Give him his crossbow. All right. Woo. Okay. There is Mr. Shape-shifting Wolfman Jaeger Bounty Hunter. Time for the Frazetta Warrior. Oh, actually, hang on. While I'm on the wolf guy, so I don't have the NECA or Jada Wolfmans. I want both, but I just haven't gotten around to getting them yet. So Here's the NECA American Werewolf in London Nightmare Demon. And we got the McFarlane Fortnite Dyer. We have the Biff Bang Pow super floppy legs. The Biff Bang Pow Penny Dreadful Ethan Chandler. It's Josh Hartnett's Wolfman dude. We have a vintage Kenner Real Ghostbusters The Wolfman. Can't remember if that was my childhood one or if I got it off eBay. And then Funko Pop Mystery Mini, not Funko Pop. Funko Mystery Mini Wolfman. So those are the wolves together. The funny thing is I haven't actually seen Penny Dreadful. I was on a huge werewolf kick back like right after the show ended. And I was just looking up werewolf figures. I'm like, Josh Hartnett was a werewolf? So Josh Hartnett is a werewolf. All right. Frazetta Warrior. I already showed you the box. Let's get it open. Oh my gosh. Told you, man, I'm hot. Hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Nelly gonna sue somebody. Oh, we do not have a map. Oh, but we do have a surprise card. We got like a electricity bubble. Like Arnold going back in time. Sorry for getting that close to the camera. I know it was terrifying. Ooh, soft fur, faux fur. Don't throw paint on me, please. Same thing with the little cellophane, and I'm not going to make the same mistake by peeling it off while tilting the tray forward. Okay, we have a dagger. Fuzzies from the Capes. We have two horizontal hinge hands in the bubble, which hopefully means the grip hands on the figure are vertical, but yeah. Two horizontal grip hands in the tray. We have the awesome Frazetta shield. We have an awesome ball and chain, sorry. This would be called a flail. Go look at my go watch my Dark Leonardo video. I actually put up on screen the definitions of the differences between a mace and a flail. So this would be a flail. Nice Frazetta sword. We got some regular human fingernail clawed hands. Like, when there aren't claws, I sometimes call these wrestling hands. Wrestle with you. Stop looking at yourself on camera. I'm not vain, I'm self-conscious. Plus, because I ain't doing the whole, that was weird, the cape fell out of the bag that was taped to the back of the tray. That did not work. Desiccant package. Secret weapon. Card. Singular plastic tie around the waist. Goes into the box. I will be keeping. And framing that, Walmart usually has some pretty decent frames for like dollars, like between $1.50 and $5 for some decent frames of different sizes. Obviously, the bigger sizes are going to be more expensive, but I mean, this is 9 1/4 by almost 7. So if I get a 10 by 7 frame, that'll be perfect. Might put it up. Oh, you can't see. I might put it like, if it'll fit, I might put it underneath my my buzzer. So Kino is the employee of the month, and then the Arashikage symbol above the red rum keychain thingy underneath the Bowie. That was that was an action figure insert from one of the Hasbro G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes Origins movie figures. Terrible movie. Pretty good Snake Eyes. Okay, Baroness and Storm Shadow. Pretty good Scarlet. They went on clearance, so they made good custom fodder, if you are so inclined. Oh, okay. Check the tray. Make sure it is empty. The desiccant packet is still taped on, but I'll eat that later. Don't eat the desiccant packets. Flip the camera. Oh, this is weird. Oh, that's weird. You're still here. What do you mean you're still here? Did you leave? Did I have an issue? Like, did I lose connectivity? Oh man, I love the other. What? You must have misheard me. What did you think I said? Never mind. He does have vertical hinge hands. I'm testing the articulation. He's got these weird, like, flesh-colored plastic bands. So he's got the, you can plug the armor into the shoulders, and you can plug armor into the up there because he's shirtless. But these are to hold the cloak on. I love the Jaeger. I love the lizards. But the plastic for this one feels so much nicer. It feels so good. Like, this plastic feels really, really good. Like, I'm glad Past TENIME pre-ordered this last July, because present day TENIME is loving this figure kind of more than any other figures in this line. I still got to heat up the thigh swivels, man. They're still, like, there's no paint. There's no paint. He's just naked plastic, and these are still stuck. And I ain't going to force it. I don't think I've said it in a while, but I used to say in my live streams that I am neither brave nor rich enough to break something on camera. So you're just going to have to deal with not seeing something working. Will the right one do it? Oh, come on, man. I swear these are joints. Like, I'm not forcing sculpted pieces. Like, they rotated on the lizards, I'm pretty sure. Again, once this is over, go watch that video. His ankles are kind of loose. It sucks. When I say loose, I don't mean like... I just mean that, like, it concerns me about weight bearing and not really about flopping around willy-nilly. I need to, you know, get a replacement or something. So, all right. The great face sculpt. Yeah, wow. Okay. I really like this figure. I am very, very happy with this figure. It's going to go nicely with some comparisons I'm going to show you in a second. Not a second, but that's so weird. So, Frazetta Warrior Ball and Chain's secret card is Jaeger. That's random. But hey, at least I got a Jaeger card, even though I'm never going to play this game. So it's just, it's nothing against the... A, I will welcome freebies, and B, you know, care went into making these. It's great artwork right there. Just I've never been smart enough to learn how to play trading card games. It's just the concept has always been very confusing to me. Oh, same one as before. Another little magenta, translucent magenta secret sword. Again, not going to complain about a freebie. And I can arm other figures with these. So here is his flail. These spikes do kind of hurt. That is paint, not my blood, but I don't know. These are sharp enough. That's really cool. I didn't think that it would be bloody. That's really cool. So real metal chain. Nicely sculpted and painted handle there. And his sword, come on. Very awesome. Tip is kind of pointy. Is that music too loud, Cat? Nice little dagger there. There's his wrestling hands. Really like the sculpt on those. Those horizontal grip hands. While I don't like horizontal grips, they are pretty nicely sculpted. He does have vertical grips on him. Awesome shield. Straps to hold his forearm in, and then a little handle for him to grab onto. See that? Okay. Where's the painting? How is he holding it? Okay, he's holding it with his left arm. So for the shield, that's where the horizontal hinge comes in handy. So we will be swapping these. It's the left hand. Come on. There we go. Oh, you can see down like that. Go up like that. This is a loose piece. Little ring there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Got an awesome little sword sheath chained to the back of his fur panties. That is real metal. That is plastic. Oops, sorry. Bumped the camera. Cool. Again, these look weird, but you can pop them out. I'm going to leave them in for now to show you, suit him up like I did Jaeger. It's a great head sculpt. I like that a lot. Awesome helmet. He doesn't come with any extra heads, but so there's the dumbbell. So these, ow. Those are sharp. Be careful. And there we go. Pops on nicely. So he's got a hinge, The only complaint I really have is I wish there were like plugs like that I could stick in there or up there for if I want him to go cloakless, because the cloak is obviously these plastic tab things I'm assuming are going to grip. Yep. Okay, so there's little elastic straps in there. That is going to be an absolute bitch to clip on. A really, really soft faux fur. You got wires in the edges. Not the bottom, but bottom's a little tattered on purpose. No wire up there, but the wire does go all the way center. The wire does go all the way up to here. So like the wire comes up and then stops right there. And then, yeah, so it's like I can feel a point. It's just hard to show it to you. So the end of the wire is right there. Yeah, that's really cool. So then, yeah, so he's got the hinge and pin. Ken, you saw come up past T-pose. He's got the forward-only butterfly, and then obviously if you force it, you can unclip it there. Less darkness, so it gives you a little better look on the inner workings. Again, it ain't broken. The hinge is still fine. It's just a little gentle. Ooh, careful. I'm going to stress that plastic, okay? Don't do this. Oh, there we go. Okay. I wouldn't say the torso was rubbery, but like the end there was like a softer rubbery plastic. I was able to just get that back under. So not pulling it out goes that far. There's no back because the hinge is in the front. Like I said, the weird bicep cap rotates separate from the shoulder and the double elbow. Double elbow comes up skosh past 90. I have a dirtier term instead of skosh, but I'm definitely not saying that on YouTube, but Threeps knows what I'm talking about. It does center. It does rotate at the top and the bottom. Like I said, this is a separate piece. On this side, this is also a separate piece from the forearm. So cool little faux, I mean, it's not pleather, but you know, plastic sculpted and textured and painted to look like leather. Little studs there. Vertical hinge, grip hand. Got dumbbell in the upper. Ooh. So we get, so his necklace is free floating and is actually like, I keep hitting it and sliding on it. So get some good crunch forward. Get some good lean back, and that's all on the top one. So a dumbbell, can you see in there? Kinda, maybe. Again, it's like I can see in real life thanks to the ring light, but I don't think it's coming through on camera. And then you got a really tight ball joint waist. So really tight, like not a lot of rotation. But you do get some good hula hoop and then crunch. So with the bottom one, not a whole lot of, okay, so not a whole lot of crunch, but then a little bit of back. But then, like I said, you utilize both. You get all the way up. You get almost all the way down. Like I said, I swear these are joints. Watch, I go heat them up and it just completely rips off. But there's the ball there, so you do get movement on the ball. No hindrance doing the splits. This is rubbery, and it actually doesn't connect all the way. So thankfully, this part, the crotch piece, is painted brown and not skin tone. But you do get, the crunch is showing a higher kick than reality. So he kicks that high. Still better than the Jaeger. He kicks okay back. Like I said, it's supposed to rotate up there. It will rotate above the knee, which looks weird. It does rotate below the knee, which looks weird. There is no boot cut here. But the double jointed gives you almost all the way up. And like I said, he does have the peg, which gives you swivel. And then the forward-facing pin goes down that far, goes up that far, and then tilt, ankle tilt, rocker, whatever you want to call it. And just like, so like, they're not floppy, but like you see that give, like, because then I can pull harder, and that's a good tight section of the joint. But just up here, there's just a little too much give that I'm worried if I put him in a wrong pose that like gravity's going to hit that give and he's going to topple. So just that and then the holes are just my only real complaints. Let's see how I did already swear about these clips going through the elastic. Maybe I do need to pop them out to do this. Not a lot to grab onto. They come out nicely, very nicely. So yeah, so it's like to have him completely shirtless, he's going to be an eyesore from the back. So it just, I don't know if I want to ask for plug. I mean, I'm not going to ask them, but it's like, you know, the rhetorical, is it unreasonable to ask for, you know, oh, they should have given us plugs for this, when it's none of the other ones had plugs, but also their paint schemes and sculpts are kind of like just dark enough that even if you leave it open, the hole's not going to be as noticeable as bare skin, which there is a nice like airbrush. So it's not just complete bare plastic, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm weird and these 4 holes bother me. But like I said, this plastic just feels nicer than the Lizards or Jaeger. Okay, so tabs. So I'm gonna, hopefully you can see, because I definitely can't do this looking in the camera. Oh, so I'm gonna try and clip these under. Okay, clip these under the elastic like that. Where's the other one? Okay, so they do actually feel kind of secure. Obviously, I'm not going to go tugging on them because they'll slide out, but like they feel secure than just like sitting there. So then let's peg this into his back. Ooh, maybe. Or did that go in and it just was so smooth that I didn't feel it go in? That's what she said. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the pop. All right, so then necklace, which I probably should have put on first so it could have stayed under the fur. Please don't come untabbed. There we go. And see, it's like now, what holes? what weird straps of plastic on his traps? So pop his head back on. Oop, sorry. Knife sheath. Not sure if I pointed that out. I did point out the scabbard behind him. Ooh, okay. So you see it's kind of bent a little. It is a softer plastic. Just want to make sure that you kind of like, and then obviously they're curved the same way, so just don't go against the curve, and then just trying to like hold this straight as you're sliding it in. I'm 12 years old. And then slide his arm through the straps. This is probably easier. Pop the hand off. Put the, ooh, geez. Oh. Put the grip hand on the handle. Come on, please. Thumb is in the way. Thank you. Okay, so then slide the peg. It's on upside down, stupid. I mean, the thumb was what was giving me the issue because the handle is symmetrical. So it's not like there was something at the top or the bottom that was fighting it. But yes, it's actually maybe the vertical hinge is better for the shield. That's weird. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to the vertical hinge. You know, I like those better anyway. I just thought that I thought that shield holding would be better with a horizontal hinge. Come on. Come on. That kind of made it easier, sort of sliding it down from the top. And then get the peg under the straps and then feed the arm through. And come on. Please don't break the peg. I don't know if it's in. That's what he said. And then ball and chain. Ooh, okay. Wasn't as easy to slide because you got that little ridge at the end there, but okay. Well, I like the Jaeger. I don't want to say I like the Jaeger. That sounds so negative. So apparently, this is a separate piece that you can slide off if you do not like it there. Jaeger's great. This guy's amazing. I like him a lot. I really, really do. And then yeah, you got enough looking at the insert there. So move the camera, dummy. And that would have made it a lot easier for you to do stuff on camera without having to hold it up so high. So we have, for some Frazetta love, we have the Frazetta Girls Dark Wolf from Fire and Ice, and the Frazetta Girls Tigra from Fire and Ice. She kind of scales with him. Dark Wolf is kind of smaller. So, but they're two different lines. You know, they're not supposed to go with each other. Cannot complain about that because they are not supposed to be with each other. So they both come from Frank Frazetta paintings, or all three of them. So getting some more barbarian action in here. We have the Mattel Masters of the Universe Origins He-Man. We have the Mattel Masterverse. I'm going to need to zoom back out, sorry. And I should have zoomed in for the Jaeger. Vicron. Masterverse Vicron. We have the Loose Collector Heavy Metal Tarna, who's having issues standing. I have her riding her bird, so I don't have her standing in my display. The NECA Dungeons and Dragons War Duke. And I had one more who's not going to fit on camera, but the Four Horsemen Mythic Legions Waltor. Waltor the Great? Waltor the Angry? Waltor the Damned. I don't remember his subtitle. He's a barbarian skeleton, so with a non-wired but equally soft faux fur cape. Wired is always better though, so that's also fuzzy soft fur. Then, oh, I dropped T-Man. Breaking everything. Let us get Jaeger back out here. And we will, that's centered, okay. We have Wave 1 Savage Crucible, Harbinger Studios, Savage Crucible, Wave 1, Como of the Isles. Ooh. Nin Villamere. Sorry, he's kind of crouched, but Como is at least standing upright. Also kind of crouched. Jeez, tails getting caught on swords and everything. The Lemurian Royal Guard and the exclusive Veteris Rapax. I did a live stream on these 3 lizard guys, and then he made an appearance there. Please go watch this when this is done. I'll put a link in the description. But those are my Savage Crucible figures so far. Really, really liking this line. Really, really wish I could afford to get more. At least there's some lizards that I would like to get more of. There was another exclusive where it's kind of whitish, yellowish, and he came with like a frilled lizard head. I really, really wanted that one, and then I'm pretty sure he sold out. So screwed there, but at least I have these guys. Plus, like I said in the video, this is a Battle Cat homage with the green and the orange stripes. So you saw my Battle Cat shirt at the beginning of the video, but like, it's like those holes aren't as noticeable because it's, you know, it's like dark armor and whatnot, as opposed to tanned flesh. That Royal Guard stands really well, despite the fencing position I have him in. Then Villamere is kind of resting on his tail. All right, so my mostly usual comparisons. Well, that fell and broke. Hopefully didn't break, but the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Shadow of Spawn. This is not Super 7, but Super 7's version is the exact same mold, and it is a barbarian canine, so I thought it was more appropriate than the Silverhawks. The Thundercats Jackalman, so if it were the Super 7 version, it would be Thundercats Ultimates, but because it's Mattel, it is Club Third Earth. But like I said, identical molds. As far as I know, identical paint jobs too. I know the Super 7 one comes with an extra head that this one didn't, and a few smaller accessories, but then instead of Stinkor, the Mattel Masterverse Revelation He-Man had to bring a He-Man out. Come on. Then we have the Metacom Mafex Snyder Cut Justice League Batman. We have the NECA TMNT Secret of the Use Michelangelo. We have the Hasbro Marvel Legends comic book Deadpool. The Jakks Pacific Super Mario. The Fresh Monkey Fiction Eagle Force Agent Grimm, and completely unrelated, I found out that Fresh Monkey Fiction is going to start making 12th scale Eagle Force. Now, obviously, Agent Grimm, because it's Keanu Reeves, is not like one of the main characters. So if they end up making him, they're not going to do it for a couple of years, especially since we haven't even gotten prototypes yet. Like, if they just announced it, but we're getting 12th scale Eagle Force. I'm very excited because they're also the guys working on the Naughty or Nice Christmas stuff that I have, and basically my line of the year of 2024, Operation Monster Force. So, and then Diamond Select Toys, G.I. Joe Minimates, Storm Shadow. These are absolutely awesome. I don't know. Like, I don't think they're sold out. Obviously, these are Kickstarter and pre-orders. So if you order some now, you're going to be last in line for the shipping out. But I would assume these are still available, if not directly through Harbinger Studios. If you go to savagecrucible.com, but like look at retailers that carry Savage Crucible. I'm almost positive Big Bad Toy Store does. Not sponsored. Just that their customer service has always treated me well, so I still like pumping them up. But yeah, like these are great. Like I said, Jaeger is not underwhelming. I'm very, very, very happy to have him. I'm very, very, very glad that he was my Wave 2 selection in the Kickstarter backing. You were able to do whatever you wanted in the Kickstarter. You could do one figure from each wave. You could do all 3 complete waves. You could mix and match whatever. Just financially, I only did 1 figure per wave. I did the Royal Guard, I did Jaeger, and then I did the purple Cthulhu-looking dude. I don't remember his name, but it's literally Cthulhu with horns, and instead of being green, he's purple. But he's awesome, and I can't wait for Wave 3. But Wave 2 is great. And so I'm very happy I backed Jaeger. That said, I am very, very, very happy that past TENIME, who had money, pre-ordered this Frazetta Warrior with ball and chain last July, because holy crap, this figure is awesome. I have a folder on my phone of toys released in 2025, and then another folder of potential top 10 toys of 2025. And I already have a couple figures in there. And I'm not going to tell you which ones, but if you go watch some videos, you might be able to figure out 1 or 2 of them, because I haven't done videos on all of them. But this guy, I don't know if he'll make the final cut when I do the top 10 at the end of the year, but I'm just saying his picture might go in that folder as a potential nominee for the top 10, because this figure is really, really great. If you can get this Frazetta Warrior with ball and chain, if you like Frank Frazetta's artwork, if you like Barbarian action figures, holy crap, get this figure. But that is all I got tonight. So thank you guys for watching. I very, very much appreciate it. Upcoming videos, literally yesterday, June 29th, Kat and I announced that July is trivia. It's going to be Mean Girls. I have a bunch of already filmed reviews that just need to be edited and uploaded, but I'm having issues getting access to a good video editing software for free. So that is why I have not uploaded in a while, because I have a backlog. And then I have a backlog of things that I can't, not that I can't, I could, and I mean, depending on how impatient I get, I may just end up filming them just to get the figures open. But I got the Boss Fight Studio Red Sonja, who would have been a great comparison in today's video, but I wanted to do her own video, and I wanted to do it edited, not live, so she's not open. The box is still taped shut. I have Saurozoic Warriors, the Raptor Samurai. So Kudo Legion. I've got the Super 7 Reaction Silverhawks, and then the Ultimates chromed out back metal, the Bluegrass and Steel Will just hit my pile of loot at BBTS. Obviously, because I use Bluegrass in all of my comparisons, I'm going to be very, very excited to add the vac metal one to that. So Terpiculi was my favorite from the Mythic Legion's Necronominus wave, which I did record a video of. That's why he's open, but it's not a live video, so I need to edit it. I got Thundercats Ultimates, Robert Burble Bill. I've got some stuff. I want to do some shorts with some Funko Pops. Got a bunch of Terrifier stuff here. And then one of my favorite channels who, like, I've been like, I don't want to assume we're friends. Like, we talk a little bit here and there. But, like, you know, we're acquaintances. It's more than just me being a fan of his. Thomas Goes Nostalgic. Definitely check out his channel. He makes awesome dioramas. He helped me out with a grail of mine, which is the McFarlane Toys 89 Batmobile. So I want to do a video on that, but I don't want to do it live because I want to, like, shout him out and show off his logo that I redrew for the thumbnail. You know, I want to put links for him in that description or whatever. So I got a bunch of stuff that I want to do. And like I said, if I get impatient for opening them, I can record it. Like, I have the capability with the phone, and I can put them on my hard drive. My computer's fine. Knock on wood. I had some issues a month or two ago, but I just need a good way to edit them, because I don't want to upload them in chunks. It'd be dumb. But thumbnails are done. Like I said, Four Horsemen figure Obscura Ganesha I filmed. Necronominus, Mythic Legion's Necronominus I filmed. I filmed Tattoo and Worm, the NECA Toon Holothon stuff. Thank you again, Kat. Holy crap. My new acquaintance, buddy, local Turtles collector, Justin, let me review one of his Holothon figures. So, like, I've filmed a video opening and reviewing a figure that I don't own. It went back in the box, and I gave it back to him. He has it. So it is not in this apartment, but I filmed it. It was Old Man Raph. Speaking of eye patches, you know, with our eye patch Wolfman here. But I think, and then I've got some Ninja Turtle mini mates, which I didn't show you, but I want to film that too, even though I didn't do the other box sets because it was the last one, and because Diamond Select Toys, rest in peace, just died. I kind of wanted to do something special for that, like, last bit. Hi, Homer. Homer's there. You can tell that my couch is not up against the bookcases anymore, so you can see some stuff that I need to redo. I want to redo my classified and my anime figures. I might leave Dragon Ball alone, but I have Anubis coming for Ronin Warriors, and then just the shelves under there are kind of a mess. I still want to do shelf tours, but again, it's like there's only so much I want to do live. What else did I film? Anything else? Do I have anything else to film? I don't know why I'm playing with scissors. Don't play with scissors, kids. I just got a bunch of, you know, got my opening stuff next to me here on the couch, and it's just the clutter sitting next to me is bothering me. If you want sneak peeks into my artwork, or if you would like some of my artwork yourself, please support me on Patreon, patreon.com/TENIME. Oh, thank you to Kat, my bestie and trivia host, for a new display buddy. Stop looking at the screen, look at the camera. She got me this awesome little steamed dumpling. Isn't he cute? I love him. So, in fact, when she gave him to me, like she put him down like either facing that way or facing the door, and I'm like, no, because when we do trivia, or if when I do intros or even live streams, like I want him facing the camera. So, yeah. So I did the Patreon thing. The YouTube algorithm sucks. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Those are never hollow words. I mean it very, very much. I'm still a very small channel. It is not growing as quickly as I would have liked, but I didn't get my hopes up and think that I would, become super famous overnight. But I did temper my expectations, and it has been a little slower than I was because I saw a huge amount of growth all at once. I was like, cool, keep going, but it didn't keep going. So that's kind of what messed with my expectations. So I'm not going to say gave me unrealistic expectations, but because my expectations are always so realistic, most people call me a downer. So you're such a pessimist. No, I'm a realist. Stop looking at the screen, look at the camera. I already did the Patreon thing. I did the upcoming videos thing. Thank you again. Stay safe. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.